Hey everybody, my name is Carolyn. I'm a certified aromatherapist and the owner of Folks Natural Living, a skincare and wellness business focused all around aromatherapy. So the essential oil industry is exponentially growing, which is such a great thing, but it also opens up the doors for consumers buying adulterated essential oils that claim to be 100% therapeutic. So today I'm going to be talking about where you can buy quality essential oils. So I'm going to be talking about a GCMs report in some of the reviews of these suppliers of essential oils. And I wanted to go ahead and tell you guys what a GCMS report is so that you'll know what I'm talking about. GCMS stands for gas chromatography mass spectrometry. So chemists test the essential oil to find out every chemical component within it. Then they analyze this report and compare it to the standards of that essential oil. And if it meets the requirements within those standards, then that means that the essential oil is pure and free of any adulterants or synthetic chemicals. So it's important for suppliers to test every batch of essential oil that they receive so that they know what they are selling to their consumers. It's also important for aromatherapists to see which chemicals are the highest components within that essential oil. There are a lot of different factors that go into how a plant and the essential oil is chemically composed. For example, you can have the same genus and species of a plant, but is grown in a different country. And that can really affect the chemistry of the plant as well as the essential oil. So each essential oil that you're going to get, not only based on the type of the essential oil, but also each batch is going to be slightly chemically different because of the environmental changes that happen when the plant is growing. So the number one essential oil supplier that I use is Aromatics International, and I'm going to have all of these linked down in the description box. Aromatics International provides the GCMS report on their actual website, and it's available to the public. I also have batch histories of essential oils that they are currently selling and that they have had in the past. This is helpful to determine the expiration date of your essential oil because they also tell you the shelf life. They also tell you the cultivation method. And I love that Aromatics International only sells certified organic, organically grown, or wildcrafted essential oils. We'll have a ton of helpful information and safety tips on the website on each individual essential oil so that you can learn how to use it and be safe using it. They also have a recipes section of their website, which is great for people just starting out with essential oils. I've personally noticed that they have really good, fast shipping. Also, if you spend over $100 in the USA, you qualify for free shipping. Also have a good selection of high quality carrier oils and butters. I also buy my aromatherapy inhalers from them, and they have a ton of different colors as well as they use organic cotton wicks. There is a few drawbacks to Aromatics International. You'll find that it is slightly more expensive than a lot of the other suppliers, and that's because they really do have high quality essential oils. Recently just launched a new website layout, and although it looks more aesthetically pleasing, I have found some drawbacks. So you used to be able to search by chemical component. So say you wanted to use a blend with the chemical D-limonene, and so you could go into their website and search for oils that had, say, 30% D-limonene, and then you would be able to pick the essential oils that you wanted to use for that blend because of the therapeutic properties of that chemical. Now, some people just starting out, this isn't really important because you're not blending from a chemical perspective, but it is important to know that for certified aromatherapists who are chemical component blending. I also noticed something different from the old website to now is they don't have a batch history for carrier oils and butters, and that's really important for me because of the fact that I need to know when this batch was created so that I can determine an expiration date, because I use those oils and butters to make products that I sell. If there is not a batch history, then I don't know when that was produced and I don't know an expiration date, and I can only guess by what the shelf life is. Now, I'm sure that you can contact the company and ask for a batch record history, but it's also a hassle to have to deal with emailing them and corresponding with them. So I've bought over 60 essential oils from Aromatics International, and I haven't been disappointed with any of them. So they supply great quality essential oils, and they're a really good company. The next essential oil supplier that I'm going to talk about is Ananda Apothecary. And I just wanted to go and say that I am an affiliate of them. They actually contacted me, and I looked through their website and realized that they are actually a really good company, and they have so much information on their website that I found to be accurate and helpful. So for each essential oil, they do provide the GCMs report for everybody to download, which is really important and super helpful, and that was one of the first things that I noticed about them that makes it different than other essential oil suppliers. I also noticed that they sell sample sizes of essential oils, which is something different than Aromatics International. So I believe they sell 2 milliliter samples, and they're really inexpensive. So if you're unsure if you want to buy an essential oil, you should go to Ananda Apothecary and try out little samples so that you can know what you like. Also provide the cultivation method, and they have a lot of eco-cert and wildcrafted and certified USDA certified organic essential oils, as well as non-organic essential oils. They have a really wide selection of essential oils, and I also saw that they have CO2 extracts as well as absolutes. For each essential oil, they have a list of therapeutic properties that are backed by research that they have cited on the website. So you can go click on that and read those articles and see how they relate. I also noticed that they have a drops per milliliter, which is really interesting and a good tool for people who are formulating. On average, there are 25 drops in a milliliter of essential oil. However, it depends on the viscosity of the essential oil. So if you have a vetiver, which is a very thick oil compared to, say, sweet orange, which is a very thinner oil, then you're going to get different drop sizes, and the drops per milliliter is going to be different, and they state that on their website, which is, I think, a really cool thing. So one bad thing that I did notice about Ananda Apothecary is that they don't have batch records for the essential oils. You can see the date in which the GCMS report was done, but that does not mean that that is when the oil was produced. They also don't list the shelf life of the essential oil, and I do think that is important so people can know about when their oil is going to expire. But if you go to Aromatics International and look at the essential oil and the shelf life, it's going to be the same for each type of essential oil. So if at Aromatics International, lemon essential oil, the shelf life is 1 to 2 years, that means that's pretty standard across the board on all lemon essential oils. I also noticed that in the application section on all the essential oils, they have suggestions for topical use and inhalation use, but they also have suggestions for ingestion. And I feel like that should not be done unless you're under the supervision of a certified aromatherapist that is specifically trained in ingestion, because there is a lot more safety issues when concerning ingestion of essential oils. The ingestion suggestions were also not extensive enough to be helpful, so I feel like that they should have left that out just for purely safety reasons. So the last supplier that I'm going to talk about is Mountain Rose Herbs, and they were actually the first company that I found once I was getting into essential oils, and I hadn't even gotten my certification or started school yet. That was the first company that I found and started buying essential oils from. Have a good selection of essential oils and carrier oils. They are good quality and inexpensive. They also have a huge selection of herbs and spices and teas and that sort of thing. But there are a few drawbacks which makes me go more towards the Aromatics International and Ananda Apothecary before I go to Mountain Rose Herbs. They say their oils are GCMs tested, but they're not available online for consumers. And I have emailed them before about asking for a GCMS report regarding our Australian sandalwood, but I never got that GCMS report, and that was months ago. So I don't know how reliable they are on GCMS testing their oils. And if they are, they don't seem to be as willing to share it with the public. I also noticed that they have kind of expensive shipping, and unlike Aromatics International, they don't allow free shipping for an order over a certain number. I also think that they don't provide enough information on their essential oils as far as safety uses and therapeutic uses, and they don't have the shelf life or the batch records on the website. But I do feel like if you are just starting out with essential oils, they're great to try out because they're inexpensive and they're good quality. Alright guys, I hope you found this video helpful. I have the suppliers linked down in the description box if you guys want to shop for essential oils. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment down below. And if you guys want to learn more about essential oils, then don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell button so you know every time that I post a video. And in a couple of weeks, I'm going to be posting about lemon essential oil and bergamot essential oil, as well as safety uses for phototoxic essential oils. So stay tuned and I'll see you later. Bye!